a pretty cool little QR code. It's got a trout in there.
Hell, it would have been cool if we'd have read that first.
We're going to be installing the RiverSmith SwiftCast Universal Fly Rod Holder. We're going to take you along with us. You'll see everything you need to know about installing this on your raft. Welcome back. We've got something special for you. We're gonna be adding accessories to the River Rat. So I got my good buddy Ed with me today. Ed, say hello to the people.
Howdy, folks.
One of the best anglers I know. A lot of fun on the water. Cooks a mean meal, by the way. If you've seen the other videos, you know that. So if you build your own raft through like an NRS type deal, or if you buy something like this, it doesn't come with rod vaults or rod holders. We've probably spent 3 seasons with the rods just strapped into the raft, but getting in and out of the boat, it's pretty easy to hit your feet on your rods and break a tip. It's time to make this upgrade. It's a good investment, but if you think about the types of rods we've got in these boats, some of them are upwards of $1,000 a piece. I'd rather have my rods in these than safe. The other thing is you can have 2 rods in your angler's hand and 2 rods kept away in case they break on the trip. So yeah, let's go check it out. All right, Ed, let's see what's in the box.
Let's do it. There we go. It's packed nice.
All right, Ed, step 1 is to pre-assemble the reel box. What do you got there?
These are little T-nuts and screws. Here, like so. Hell, if I can do it, anybody can.
All right, people at home, we're on to step 2 already. Incredible. Attach the nose cone and reel box onto the channel extrusion. Those are big words, RiverSmith. Let's see, slide the reel box and nose cone onto the end of each channel extrusion with the slot nuts running into the T-track of the channel extrusion. This is why you're watching this video. If you read this, you would have no idea what to do. Let's hop to step 2.
Hell yeah.
So one of the things Ed and I were talking about is that a lot of people at home are probably thinking, can I make this stuff out of PVC? Yeah, you probably could. But what I'm seeing here, like the build quality, how easy it's going together, and ultimately the end product's gonna be what I like to have on my boat. If I have clients in the boat or friends in the boat, I'd like for it to look nice. So I think this is worth it, guys.
Step 3 is to install the universal mounting brackets. Install a universal mount and do bottom T-rack, or T-track. It's not a T-rex. On each channel extrusion, leave loose until mounted onto raft frame crossbars. I think we can do that. We're not going to make this reel super tight because, again, we gotta figure out where it's going to go on the boat.
What are these for?
I'm guessing for Gorilla Grip. Rubber pads that go inside of there. See, like I said, I didn't make it that tight.
All right, now let's put it on the rod reel box.
Not the fake box.
All right, we are officially on to step 4. We're flying through this.
Quattro!
Join the channel extrusion. With the universal mounts pre-attached, now connect the 2 channel extrusion halves together with the channel connector. Center channel connector on the seam. Tighten the pre-assembled slot hardware with the 4mm hex key. Ed, let's go to step number 4.
So I've learned that it's easier if you line these up first so they go into the slot nice and easy.
It's a hot tip. Hot tip.
And she just slips, well, ideally.
Best laid plans, Ed. Oh.
Ta-da.
So we're lining up the tabs and with his Caveman strength, sliding it right on. Oh, it doesn't get much easier than that. This is starting to look like a rod tube, bro. And incredibly, step 4, we flew right through it. We're about to go to step 5.
Step 5. Ooh, this is the exciting part. Mount SwiftCast rod holder onto raft frame. Secure the main portion of each universal mount around each frame crossbar, then slide the SwiftCast rod holder into your preferred position.
Spicy.
Once positioned, fully tighten all bolts on the universal mount with the 4mm hex key that is included. Do not over tighten or damage will occur. That's in all caps. So
I actually understood what everything meant in that instruction, so let's go do it.
maybe it's the way I read it.
That's your silk smoothie voice. It made it so easy. Before assembling the SwiftCast, determine your preferred mounting option. All right, mounting options. You got inboard of the oar tower, which our oar towers are up and extended, so we're definitely doing that. And then there's an outboard of the oar tower.
Also gonna have to figure out how we're gonna finagle 2 of these things on here.
They also said here, and I kind of appreciate that they say this because Ed and I are working our way through it for you. We know that all rafts and frames are unique, so please use a QR code to access the FAQs that may help during your installation with the SwiftCast rod holder. So what have we figured out here?
Well, the bottom of the bracket here, they come with these real long screws. And it was poking all the way through the bracket and into the vinyl of the raft. Is no bueno.
That's not ideal. You don't want anything hitting the vinyl.
Yeah, you want nothing sharp poking on that. So in the box they include these smaller screws, substantially smaller, well, shorter, and it says in the instructions that that's what they're for.
No more pokey.
Yeah.
Note, if your raft frame is 1 5/8 outside diameter or smaller, which ours is, or if a bolt comes into contact with your raft, replace the 30mm universal mount bolts with the 20mm mount bolts included in the package. This will protect against abrasion.
So assembly was a breeze. The install, on the other hand, was not entirely swear-free for this boat. Being as all frames can be very different, there's a little finagling that may need to be done, but I assure you it can be done.
So you can see right now, this is sitting on the outside of the boat. The first bracket we got installed up here. We do have those rubber grommets in. I put a little bit of pool foam to elevate the frame of the raft up a little bit so we don't have any rubbing down in here. And this isn't tightened up yet, so it'll get sucked in and it'll look a little bit better, but right now it's just kind of rough fitting. The other thing we're thinking about is, are we going to put the second rod tube on the inside here, or are we going to install it on the outside over there?
I could change everything.
That could be a completely new situation. Yeah.
That's why you're watching this video, so that we can make all the mistakes for you and then show you the fast forward version of doing this right. So, while you're tightening that up, Ed, why don't we tell the people at home what step number 6 is? Attach the curved tubes and pipe clips.
I'm still not sure that,
Where the bendy parts are?
yeah.
It says, once the rod holder is fully secured to the raft frame, install both 24-inch curved tubes. Slide tube 1 onto the end of the nose cone and secure it with a pipe clip. Then slide tube 2 onto the end of tube 1 and secure it with a pipe clip. Finally, install the tube cap on the end of the tube 2. Twist the tubes until they match the shape of your raft. You can use the molly to secure the tube to the raft by securing the Velcro strap around the tube and attaching the molly to an existing tie-down strap or webbing. Sweet. That's the last step, dude.
Nice.
All right. How we feeling?
Nervous.
Me too. All right, so we got these two. 1 and 2. Alright, what do you get there, Ed?
Pipe clips.
And where's the molly?
I'm guessing that's it. Maybe I should have read that a little better because I'm not seeing where this is going to go, but
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
Alright.
So it goes like so. It goes like so. Now they're stuck together.
How does that work? That's blowing my non-engineering mind.
Well, there's a groove there. Holes here. Now that groove and the holes line up. It's got them little tab dudes in there. Just pinches in there.
Nice.
Where you going? Nowhere. This goes on here. And we got some turbo exhaust going on back there.
We really do. Alright, Ed, so we've got her installed. We might put a strap up in here. So from here to here, but for now, just running it through this. It seems to be good. Time's come to actually throw a rod into this thing, which is the best part of the video. We have, you haven't seen this yet, this is a surprise. The Winston Air Salt 9-foot 9-weight. I got a trip to Martha's Vineyard coming up, and this was on the sale rack over at Hargrove's. Want to do the honors?
Sure.
Beauty Orvis reel on here. I mean, that's just a pretty color. Ooh, the unsheathing. Oh, she purdy. Feels good.
Yeah. She ain't going nowhere.
Went down the rod tube pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, we've successfully put together the RiverSmith SwiftCast Universal Rod Tube Holder. We got one installed on the boat. We're gonna go install the next one. I think we're gonna end up putting it on the outside, on the left side of the boat, but we're gonna mess around with it. I think here's the lesson learned. Take time to dry fit these before you start screwing things down tight. It's really up to the type of raft you got. Drop a comment with the type of raft you have. You got a Flycraft, you got an NRS, Saturn, Smith Fly, Stealthcraft. They're all gonna be a little bit different.
I'm a kayak guy. I don't have raft money.
What the hell? All right, guys, this is gonna do it for this one. Drop a comment. If you got any other questions, happy to answer your questions. Happy to get back to you. I'm gonna be reaching out to RiverSmith with my feedback and super stoked to have these on the boat. See you on the next one. Before you start this build, go out and get some pool noodles. Trust me, you're gonna want them to elevate your raft frame if you've got a small diameter frame like I do on the River Rat. Thanks for tuning in. Hit like, hit subscribe, and hit that bell notification. We're gonna be getting these rod vaults out on the water soon and releasing some more footage of them.